Hey y'all, it's your girl KV, and I'm here starting off Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, side note, I had to put my ponytail in to do my Courtney impersonation at the end of the episode, so don't mind that. But anywho, I'm glad Real Housewives of Atlanta is back because even at its worst, when I think that another show, i.e., Real Housewives of Potomac or Married to Medicine, when I think even one of those is coming for their spot, they just kind of disappoint in a major way. And it's like, dang, this is a terrible season because y'all just forcing it. You know what I mean? I.e., Giselle trying to be super producer and, Married to Medicine. I don't even know how to explain they flops. It's like they just bored with each other over there, but they'll be back soon and we'll talk about them because these my top three. It's Real Housewives, Married to Medicine, and Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, and Married to Medicine. The black stuff. I do love American Huntsville. I watch it, but it's like, it ain't all that. It's alright. And I do like this new show, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I like it. I think I'm gonna review that too. I think I'm gonna add that in the mix since Power gonna be gone, and I do love American Huntsville by the Twos. Probably do Summer House by the Twos as well. So yeah, y'all, let's get started. So first we see the trailer, and the trailer is what the trailer is. I hope that they not, pulling the wool over our eyes and giving us everything in the trailer, and then we don't even see some of that unfold in the season. Hopefully we get to see everything in the trailer and more. So the episode starts out with Sheree and Martell, y'all. And you know what? As annoying as they are, we got a platform. They did exactly what they intended to do, was to be the talk of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Martell ain't even got no business to come on here and promote y'all. He just said, look at me and go follow my page, okay? Just out here doing nothing. Still ain't got no builder's license. You could at least be a fitness trainer. I said this over on Love and Marriage Hunter. You could at least be out here a fitness trainer. You and Sheree. That's what y'all hoax should have been. Y'all should have been out here doing workout videos talking about OnlyFans, getting the skimpiest little Speedos and sets y'all got and work out on OnlyFans. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would pay to see that. I don't want to see them have sex, but I would probably pay to see those two very fit, wonderful bodied people working out scantily clad. But no, we don't have no business to send to. Martell just here, okay? And Sheree is here with $300 sets that you can go find at Fabletics for $80, $100, Amazon for $60. Like, girl, if you don't get out of my face, okay? Just annoying. But the body be bodying. We cannot deny that. Sheree's body is just boom, boom, boom. The booty though, is it me or does it look a little extra? Like a little something added? I don't know if it's, the form of the workout pants that's, how scrunch booty and the cuff booty workout pants is all the rage now. I have a bunch myself. But like, is it that or is it just look a little extra than before to me? What about y'all? So yes, Sheree and Martell started and ended the season premiere of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, job well done with hiring, paparazzi to come out there and take pictures of you, telling everybody where you're going to be, setting up all of the things and the cross promotion of the shows, of course, All right. So they say they met through a mutual friend. Carlos King said it wasn't him because that was my first thought. That was my first thought was Carlos King really set these people up so he can get them talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville on Atlanta. He ain't slick. He said it wasn't him, but all right. So Martell said, Sheree said, Martell be in Atlanta every weekend to see her. So how you got your kids, bro? I know they get them like about a week at a time, so you don't never have your kids over the weekend? Is that why you barged into the skate party demanding to see her now, even though Melody told you you can get the kids later? Is because you had to jet over to Atlanta for Ross's party? Because that's what the streets is saying. The streets said Martell came in there to try to do a quickie visit with the kids right fast because he had to get to Atlanta for Ross's birthday party, what we see in this episode. So, all right then. But you trying to get, how you gonna get full custody of your children and you in Atlanta every weekend rendezvousing with Sheree the Whitfield? Are they going over there to the chateau? Because if they going to the chateau, I mean, all righty then. But anywho, so he's coming in from a photo shoot. He got on a tuxedo, baby. He looking like he finna go to the party already. He got on tuxedo. He come in, sit down for a while. They make some, oh, you exercise without me? I can't exercise again. I'm gonna do two of that. And Sheree is just so giddy and schoolgirl-like in this moment. It's hilarious to see, because as terrible of a person as we see Martell can be on Love and Marriage Huntsville, this is still the best man she's ever had, essentially. Like, he take care of his kids. He ain't hitting nobody. He ain't threatening to kill nobody, choking nobody. He ain't in jail. What Saint say? He don't got an ankle monitor on. So, I mean, I think it's a step up. I mean, essentially it is. Now, she should be further along for her 50-something-year-old self. But Sheree is one of them people, like, you know, they say whenever you experience trauma in life, that's where you stop maturing. Like, if you don't address it, that's where you stop maturing. So it's given whatever the circumstances of whether she, you know, was trying to get forced into not having her first daughter. Because remember, she told us her first daughter was her assistant when we first met her, because she had her when she was like 15 or 16 or something like that. So the trauma that she experienced around that, whether it was, oh, they trying to give your baby to the auntie, to the cousin because you too young to raise a child. You know, black families do that. Whatever it was, I feel like she probably stopped maturing there, because she is very much teenage, early 20s minded when it comes to men. And it's sad to see. I truly hate to see it. But this is the best man she's got. All right, Martell is here. I hate when people say, I got a surprise, and it's something as basic as a chef. Now, Martell was doing the most thinking he was going to get a threesome out of you, especially with these cameras here. But a chef, girl, the surprise is dinner. Ain't even no bartender in here to make. Well, they probably don't drink. They work out a lot. But like, girl, what? That's the surprise. Very, nah, girl, that wasn't it. That shouldn't have been a surprise. So he like, I saw a woman at the door, and was it me, or did the chick look like, I mean, y'all big tippers? I mean, she didn't look like the, because I would have been like, my face would have scrunched up if I'm in the room cooking as a chef, hired services, and the man tell the woman, I thought I'm about to get a threesome. My face will scrunch up in disgust if I'm not with it. Her eyebrows went up. She said, what? Sure. So then they get to talking about Kenya. He asked about Kenya, which was weird to me. How's Kenya? Oh, she's good. She's always asking about you. And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Then they talk about the party, who all gonna be there, yada, yada, yada. Then they start talking about Candy, because Candy in an interview said that Martell is an opportunist. I mean, he is an opportunist, but I mean, yeah, you want to snap back at somebody for saying that about you. So he's like, she must forgot who the real opportunist is, her husband. And it's like, her husband that had a job when she met him, that husband, the husband that had his own money when she met him, the husband that's brought on businesses to her life Since then, you don't have a space to talk about nobody's husband, nothing, when you plummeted when your wife left you. Your whole plummeted. Everything you do and stand for, it plummeted when Melody left you. So you need not talk about Todd, who was already an established working man, living in penthouses. Like Kayla said, we been in the penthouses and the nice cars. Like, we didn't just get there. Like, nah. He was executive producer or whatever, BT, all these different. Don't do Todd. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. If he was an opportunist, he got the best opportunity in the best way and added something to the opportunity. An opportunity with a plan, okay? Makes millionaires, I suppose. But Martell, cut it out. Cut it out. So next we are at the Candy Coated Factory, y'all. We see Candy in that loud ass office with Dunwan and Karma, as you know, the old lady gang called her, Carmen. So, you know, Carmen, you know, she used to work for them a long time ago. They did a little flashback 6 years ago or whatever. She used to work for her back then, but she was like, for the sake of our friendship, I'm going to just go on, you know, skedaddle. I want to do my own thing anyway. I think she sells insurance, has her own insurance company, things of that nature. So we see Carmen and Don, and they're talking about, you know, how's Sheree? You know, she by Sheree, oh, the website keep on crashing and da-da-da-da, which is hilarious to me because she by Sheree talking about, well, you know, I think it's crazy that, you know, people want to make fun of my website crashing when that means that it's getting a lot of traffic. Yeah, it's crashing, but ain't nothing selling out. Are any sales being made? Have any sales, you know, came through with them website crashes, huh? No, if people just crashing your website to look at it, which I'm sure most people are, because that stuff is expensive. If it had been like that little set she had on when they said $274, if that had been like $80, $90, $100, I'd have paid $100 max if that had been on Sheree's website for $99.99 and cents. I would have bought it. But $274, go to hell. Go to hell, Sheree. So anyway, where was I? They talking about how it was a failure. And so I like to watch everybody, especially I like to watch involved people for the most part, YouTube reviews. So of course I watch Candy speak on it, and every now and again I watch Don Juan's unapologetically. I be forgetting that he does it. I guess he just do it randomly or for just specific shows. So I play little stuff in the background. So I was watching that, and he gave a little inside information where way back when he offered up his help to Sheree, just kind of like on some, hey, I got these ideas and da 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 da, you should do this, you should do this, here's some names and some logo ideas, just all of the things, which one you want to go forth with, or how you want to do this, or how you want to do that. And she was just like, I got people, like how she do them now, I got people. And I guess because when it come down to it, Sheree don't want to pay nobody, so she can't get the job done like she want to because she's so daggone cheap. And it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, y'all. You see how successful these people are, and you don't want to get no help from nobody? You got a little coins to get your business started. I know you got a few thousands. I know she by Sheree got to at least have a good 40,000 at least to dedicate to this brand that she's trying to do. Pay some people, get some marketing, get some people to scale these prices down, and what's it being manufactured for versus get the people in there to do the things that the people do, so that you can then make 10 times as much as what you paying them. Like, girl, think about it. You've been on the show way too long to still be struggling in the business department, okay? So the next part, it really blew me, because Candy's like, I think it's crazy that, you know, a 6-year-old would think I work too much. You think it's crazy that your family be missing you? I get it. You gotta work. You gotta get these things done. You trying to get to this EGOT status, and I'm here for all of that. Don't get me wrong at all. Work, do your thing, but don't be surprised when your child miss you because you ain't tucked him in the last 3 nights in a row because you working. Don't be surprised of that. Don't be surprised when your husband needs your assistance with something and there's some conflict of schedule. Don't be surprised. Don't cry, okay? Just don't, okay? So her kid's been telling her since before that she too busy. Riley told her they shouldn't have had no more babies, but they still had Blaze because they had that egg in the freezer and they wasn't gonna let them just either destroy it or do some science weird stuff with it, some Black Mirror stuff with it. So they were like, nah, we're gonna have that baby. We're not gonna sit that egg, that embryo ain't just gonna be sitting in that freezer. So they had Blaze anyway, just off of GP. Like they said we can afford it and the egg is right there. Get somebody to put that baby in. Damn. Anywho, so Riley told you too busy then. When you had Ace at the ASCAP Awards, like he wasn't gonna be sleepy at his bedtime of 8 o'clock and it's 11:45 and he hungry and it's loud. You didn't have no nanny to pass him off to. Okay, he came to take pictures and experience the red carpet and have memories of this moment. And even if he's too little for the memories, he got pictures of being on the red carpet with mommy. Here is the nanny to take him on home or take him to, whoever one of your friends is, dressing rooms, who might can just lay down right quick until she get done, whatever it may be. There should be a plan for those type of things when you have small children, when you have children, period. Anybody under the age of 12, past 12, they ready, they with it. So anywho, she's surprised at that. So next we see Kenya and Mayetta get there. And this is a cute little crew. I like this. Candy, Kenya, and Mayetta. That was a cool little vibe. So Candy is like, oh, she was a little upset with Mayetta because Mayetta was essentially being nosy and going to get Marlo's side of the story last season, but it ain't that deep, so it is what it is. Mayetta hooked Kenya up with I can't remember what nationality. They said it was a Persian or something. I can't remember, but he's an other and his name is Roy. And I think that's a good match. I always said Kenya needs to date not quite a white man, but not really black men. You know what I mean? I think Black men are going to exhibit exactly what she's had. They're going to be trying to, oh, I'm the boss and boss up on her and try to feel like they more of a man because she has all these things and all this status, or they're going to be jealous of it. You know what I mean? And not to say that there's no black man out there for her, but I think the likelihood of her finding her love faster, switch over to the others, girl. Switch over to the others. Somebody that barely know who you are. The house. Yep, somebody like that's all. That's not somebody that's like, oh, the Kenya that done been on Martin and Jay-Z videos and alongside LL Cool J movies. And she don't need that. It ain't been working for her. So shout out to Mayetta for getting that hooked up. Next, Kenya is talking about how Martell DM'd her. Now, y'all know Kenya always likes to insert herself in somebody's relationship or business or something. That's just what Kenya do. Kenya likes to cause a mess over here, so y'all not looking over here. So when I saw this, I was like, did he really DM you, or did he like reply to a story? Like the same thing going back to Real Housewives of Potomac. What exactly happened? But it's Martell, so whatever happened, more 9 times out of 10, he had the terrible intentions of whatever, trying to get with Kenya, and then was like, well, Sheree easier, let's go to Sheree type deal. I can believe it. But I was like, okay, well, what's happening? But you could tell that he had sent the DM, whether it was still there, deleted or not, because her side said accept or deny. Accept, deny, ignore, whatever the options are when somebody that you don't follow sends you a DM. So he sent her something. Something was sent because she had those options on his message. So clearly this is gonna be a thing, and plus it's Martell. It's Martell. So next, Kenya is like, all right, enough about me. Candy, when I talked to you the other day, you and Todd were arguing. Y'all was arguing in the background. And she was just like, yeah, girl, well, he mad because I don't have time to help him produce this movie like he want me to have time to produce this movie. And it's just kind of like, okay, girl, well, make the time. Okay, figure out what your schedule is for the next 6 months. Tell him, okay, if I'm filming, what's the show? The Shy. If I'm filming The Shy, I ain't really gonna be available. If we gotta be in New York for these plays, I ain't really gonna be available. Unless they are together, then they could be getting stuff done together. But you know, Candy, if she in New York, it's probably gonna be alongside Real Housewives, a cash trip, this, that, and the third. So she just needs to, I know, 6 to 8 months at a time. It can't be these months and it can't be this month. But y'all know Candy. She is very gentle, okay? And she crying. She crying already about Todd saying about the movie, don't make me the problem. And Todd, they can both be a bit antagonists. I can see it in them where they'll let some stuff do that don't have to be done. So we'll see how ridiculous and petty they get. Because Todd gets petty in this episode. Nobody wants to mention that. But Candy's being unfair for sure. She needs to make the time for her husband. Like Kenya said, I don't want to see you going through divorce like I had to do. Okay? So make time for your husband. So next we see Sonya with these lame, tired shirts. Bop, bop, bop. With a definition on it. I ain't even read the definition. But if I got to come all the way in to read the definition on a shirt, it's just not worth putting on a shirt. It's not. It's like, you don't even have a moment. Sonya don't even have a moment. Like, whatever. The bop, bop, bop shirts were stupid. She would have been better off coming out with, like, some fitness stuff, too. I know Sheree got the fitness stuff, and she don't want to step on that, but, like, get some matching outfits. The Mommy Nation thing, get some matching mommy outfits with the kids or something, because the bop, bop, bop shirts, it wasn't giving what it needs to give. It wasn't. So she's planning Ross's party, y'all. This party went from $40,000 to $100,000. I know they don't talk about that yet, but I'm gonna talk about it now. That went from $40,000 to $100,000, and I'm like, But this thing is her complaining about her house being full. She said, my house is more crowded than a New York subway station. I was too through, because it is too many grown people in that house. I'm sure that house not that big to have that many people. Like, I get the parents being there. That's one thing. You got a small child. They might be, assisting with that. Plus, when it comes to your parents, when you get of a certain age, you want them near. So I could see the parents being there. Cool. But the sister husband, and they 2 kids, too much, Takeda. Too much. Okay. It wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. Especially the 5 adults, and is it 1 kitchen in this house? Is it like 1 living space in this house? If they had their own floor, if everybody had their own floor to be on, cool. Parents in the in-law suite downstairs with their own mini kitchen, this, that, and the third. Your sister and brother upstairs, they got their own little living space as well as their room and stuff, so we can be separate. But if y'all all in this house with 1 family space as far as kitchen and living room goes, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no. So the sister is going off. The brother-in-law is the assistant. He's like, oh, it's a little harder than what I thought it would be. She a real housewife. You thought being her assistant was gonna be easy? Okay. So she mad at her house full, and her sister is complaining about her being in her own world. Called her a dingbat. Oh, I have to be the bad guy because dingbat over here wants to ask the kids at 6:29 if they want to go outside to play when dinner is being served at 6:30. And I was like, who are you talking to? In her house? All right, girl. All right, but you can always move out. You got a whole husband that's not working, I suppose, if he needs to be Sonya's assistant. So that's what I'm like. You could always get your own money and move out. That's what my mom would tell me. You could always, get out. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, I couldn't wait. I left like 2 weeks after high school graduation. I was out of there. Anywho, move out. Have your husband get a real job. Talking about he trying to be a realtor, but he finna be your assistant. You ain't got no real estate friends to go be their assistant. Go be a realtor's assistant. Okay. That if you just doing stuff because you ain't gotta worry about paying no rent. Okay. So yeah. Candy. Now this is where Todd was being annoying for me, right? You can have a meeting. Okay, you busy. You got things to do as well. At least he working in the house. But my thing is, take your behind to another room. Why are you at the kitchen table all in the laptop? You know I got you. Who are you talking to? Because now you got me mad. That's how is true. Who are you talking to like that on the phone? What is happening right now? What oh, you on a production meeting? It's family time. Put that away. Because if it was really that important, you wouldn't be in the room where I'm cooking, clanking dishes, the kids running around. You did this to antagonize, or you let production set you up to antagonize. Whichever one it is, he could have went to another room. They got a whole guest house, y'all. They got a whole nother house attached / next to their house. Why is you at this table where your family at? I would have had the kids sit right next to him and eat the dinner. Been playing in the camera and carrying on. Since you wanna be petty and have your meeting at the dining table at dinner time. Just no. So next we see Marlo and the boys. The boys are back with her. They're happy. They've got a family counselor, therapist, whatever coming over. Life coach coming over. They have to do a family mission statement and take a picture. So, they've got things to submit their family so that they don't feel like she gonna kick us back out at any time. But she's making them implement these things where they submitting their family in the stone. I like it, cute enough. All right, they made her tacos and stuff. Came down, had all Taco Tuesday, a little laid out. So next we see She by Sheree and Saya working out. And like I said, they booty. Saya said, can her booty be delivered by Saturday? And I was like, was there shots? Was there shots too? I need to buy Saturday. It felt like a little shade to me. Cause their booty a little different over there. Anywho, they working out. And the thing that blows me about this scene, y'all, and it's gonna sound so petty, because it is, but it is what it is. Sheree got all of that house, and that gym is like this little, y'all. Why is that gym so little? Why is that gym so? She put the gym in the laundry closet, bro. What is going on with this tiny gym? I'm gonna have to get that. So next, Courtney comes and she's a friend that does marketing. Again, all these people in your life that can help you with your brand and you just don't utilize them, it's bonkers. So Courtney, she seems cute enough at first, and then she gets to opening her mouth and she's picking Candy to, feud with. And she's saying that, yeah, I heard that Candy had been asking around about me and, telling people that I said that we were friends and da-da-da. I don't have to beg for friends. I'm a grown woman. I don't have to beg for friends. Huh? This don't even make sense, girl. What are you talking about? You mad that Candy asked somebody who you were? I'm sure in response to, oh, I heard Courtney gonna be on the show. Courtney who? Who is Courtney? I guess so. We gonna see. Okay, she probably searched you and see who you was when she found out you was gonna be on the show, girl. Nothing less, nothing more. So for her to try to make a moment out of it, it was just like, wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So, y'all, we always have to take a moment to listen to the dumb things Marlo says, right? So, in this episode, Marlo says about Candy, oh, looks like Broadway ain't working for you. And it's like, wow, the things that you say, they age so terribly. Either they're just flat out lies when they leave your mouth, or they age terribly because yeah, that one play that she was doing at the time had got canceled because of COVID. She is currently nominated for what, a Tony and an Emmy. The play is nominated for a Tony and an Emmy, y'all. So it's just kind of like, you probably feel real silly and gonna have to, walk that back clearly. But anywho, we are at the party, y'all. The party that went from $40,000 to $100,000, and it looks like $100,000 party. The walls is, when you walk in, it's like a ton of lights, and they've got these, aerial artists up in the hula hoops, up in the hoops, and the casino tables, all of the things. Great party. She's upgraded since the last party with the no white meat chicken, the dry patties, the no bartender, the broken photo booth. She has redeemed herself, y'all. The cast is pleased. So we see Ralph, and Ralph is not with Drew, y'all. Where is Drew? He said, oh, she had a family emergency. First it was, she's sick. Your wife's sick and you didn't stay home to take care of her. Then it was, well, she had a family emergency. And then Mayana in the back like, yeah, it was a family emergency, right? Yeah, it just happened. Yeah. Then it's, well, I gotta support my boy Ross. It's my boy Ross' birthday. I gotta be here for my boy Ross, but not your wife. So we see where it was headed at anyway. For one, Drew don't even like Sonya to have wanted to appear. Ross definitely wanted to go more than her. She probably took that night off to be with Ty, y'all, because that's Mimi outed them, apparently. Mimi outed them on Instagram that they've been sneaking around together, y'all. So she was probably like, this one Ty free. I'm gonna go be with Bay. I ain't got time for y'all shenanigans. I'll be there to film later, child. I'll be over there later. So then we see that Courtney and Ross, like this is like a little side thing, which was laughable to me. Courtney, Sheree's friend, that she always got a friend to come do her dirty work. Last season it was Fatum, now it's Courtney. So Courtney and Ralph had just found out they were cousins, y'all. I said it makes sense. I can see it. From looks down to personality. Yep, sure is. So then we see Sheree coming in with Martell, and everybody's just kind of like, why is he here? Community service to community property, which she really wanted to say community clean. Because, yeah. But like I said, Martell is still an upgrade, especially in the looks department. She can walk in and somebody wants to take a picture of them people. Okay? She wasn't getting there with Bob. I mean, once people knew that he was in the NFL, maybe. But just off looks alone, they weren't turning heads in a good way. So her and Martell, they turned heads in a good way. So this is everything she wanted, y'all. This is all Sheree needed in a man, to be quite honest. So the thing about Sheree and her beef with Candy, it's like, you act like Candy beefing with you didn't start with you basically trying to spread rumors on Candy with Marlo, or agreeing with the disgusting things that Marlo was saying about Candy. Like, you started this in a vicious way and expect her not to respond. That's the part that blows me. Like I said, Candy get on my nerves sometimes. She's my fave. I love her down. I want to meet Candy in real life. Somebody said this to her. But you just be picking with her because she the one you want to pick with. She's the easy target for you because you feel like she ain't never liked you back when you dated her cousin and she didn't really pay you no mind. So it's like, girl, you are a fan turned foe. Get out of here. It's just always something. Anybody that teams up with Marlo to just do these things that they doing, Sheree, You can get out of here too. So that'd be my thing with Sheree, and I guess she gonna annoy us all season about that. So next we see Candy, Kenya, and Mayetta. They tell Sheree that Martell is dating somebody else in Atlanta. Sheree like, is she here? Where's she at? Because he been here for 3 days and I ain't seen her. He been with me. Where's she at? Huh? Okay. Yeah. All right. So Kenya is telling her, oh, well, he DM'd me. Where's the DM? Let me see it. Let me see it. And the end of the scene for that is them calling over Martell. Sheree was like, come here, Martell. Come here. To go back and forth with Kenya about this DM, which I'm sure he sent. But the word is, Carlos King said, it was just the DM of saying thank you for holding us down, speaking highly of our show. But if she would have replied, he would have went in for the kill. So even if it was that innocent, oh well. He sent the DM. It is what it is. He know we in the age of screenshot. So the fact that she ain't got a screenshot, that kind of lets me know that it couldn't have been too salacious, because I felt like she would have screenshotted if it was. So in the midst of this happening, over here is Kenya with Sheree and them about Martell, but over here is Courtney and Candy with Sonya trying to referee y'all. So Courtney confronts Candy, and I can tell by the way she touched her shoulder. Hey Candy, so I was in Paris and a friend called me to say that you were asking about me, and I'm just, I don't know what you I just want to know, like, I'm trying to figure. It's like, girl, if you don't calm down, I would have had to mush her, because she was getting so close to her face. And Candy, you can see Candy trying to process, like, what's going on right now? I wanted Candy, y'all remember the scene with Giovanna and Eva, when Eva turned to Candy and said, Candy, what's happening? And Candy said, I don't know. I wanted Candy to turn to Saya and be like, Saya, what is happening? Because Saya was standing there like, so you can tell, like, something is going on. So Candy is like, what is all this energy? What is this energy you giving me? Like, I don't know you to say that I know you. Even if somebody said they know you, I wouldn't have remembered you, because the moment just wasn't all that memorable, girl. So what is all of this energy? The energy is because I don't need to cloud chase friends and da-da-da. She's just saying stuff where it's just kind of like, what? And Candy's kind of like, to me, Candy's looking around like, who is responsible for this? Who put the battery in her back? Because, and then Sonya had to step in and be like, you know what? You are coming with some type of energy to the conversation. And you did tell me the other day that you were feeling away about what happened with you and Candy. And Candy was looking like, the other day, feeling away? What is happening? What is happening right now? Candy was all of us, y'all. Candy was just so confused. And in that moment, Courtney's like, okay, you know what? Thanks for checking me. Thanks for checking me, because if I'm da-da-da-da and I'm feeling some type of way and that energy is coming across, then, I'm just not, And Candy's like, why are you still bumping up to me? Why are you still bouncing up on my face? Well, I'm just saying that, girl, it was just so extra for absolutely no reason. And this is why Candy was like, I'm about to headbutt this bitch. I'm about to headbutt this bitch. And people are like, oh, they mad at Candy for letting her take her there and giving her that energy. They mad at Candy. How y'all mad at Candy for reacting to somebody literally being up in her face on some nonsense? Like, I get it. Y'all feel like the show is scripted. I think it's scripted gently. It's gently scripted. Like, they don't give them things to say and respond. They give them topics to bring up. They put them together and give them topics to bring up. But I don't think that they out here giving people a script to where Candy knew somebody was coming at her next, so she was prepared to pay it dust. No, these are genuine reactions and emotions. So, like I said, I'm surprised. Like, that girl would have got mushed. Somebody would have had to run in between us because she would have got mushed for keep clucking up in my face like that. So that was this episode, y'all. The next episode, it looked like it's gonna start off where we end off, because Martell and Kenya, you know, Jesus Christ, the two drama queens, because those are two drama queens, y'all. So I'm sure it'll be a time next week. See y'all then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all of the things, you guys. Bye.